Hello, I am Yed4455 and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 as Nationalist Spain. Right, so we're going to try to take out Britain now. We did our achievement that we wanted to do, which was the Nobody Expects achievement, which was take Paris before Germany. And we did. So now, the Battle of Britain. It is time. I'm building up my navy, which is a lot over here. Yeah, you guys try that again. See how that keeps working out for you. It doesn't. Alright, so I'm building up an air force, building up my navy very slowly. I'm trying to choke them a supply. Oh yeah, I was trying to declare on Iraq, wasn't I? Well then, I think it is time. Alright, so where are these guys at? They are over there. Alright, what do they got? They do have trucks. I am making more trucks. So, right. Let's go ahead and declare my war on them. And you guys go. Yeah, I figured they joined the Allies. That's fine. I'm not concerned. They have like no troops here. That is glorious. Am I also declaring on Iraq or Iran? No, but I shall. Ooh, 10 days. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I don't think Iraq is going to last long. I'm kind of mowing through them. How many troops do they have? 12 to 18. So yeah, I definitely outnumber them. Ooh, I don't want to give any troops to Turkey. I don't want that at all. That being said, it's fine. I'll just make them give them control to me. Oh, that's fine. Right. Okay, let's plow through, guys. Let's push them back. Portugal wants to give me 9. No, you could keep those 9. Turkey wants to give me 2. No, that's all right. You could keep those 2 as well. And they're trying to resist me. Why is everything going to Italy? I don't like that, Italy. You have no business taking over Iraq. I am the one declaring war. And let's just go all the way down to there. Alright, we are taking the city. Let's just keep plowing through. Just keep going south, plow through them. Alright, some ships are sunk. That's excellent news. 3 more convoys. Alright, back to Iraq. No troops in Baghdad, huh? I will take it. And they're trying to attack northern France again. They will fail again. And yet there's resistance up here. They do have a lot of troops up there with British support. That's alright. I will cut them off. Oh, shoot. I don't want you to do that. No. Oh, thank God. Okay. I thought I messed up again. Alright, you guys attack there. Let's not get a river crossing. I don't know why all these states are going to Italy. This is annoying. Most annoying. Alright, you're going there. Welcome back, gaming. Nice to see you again. Alright, I got some of it. Alright, Italy, you gotta give me this state. I demand it. Give me that. Give me that. Oops. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Alright. No. I gotta go to Italy. You know what? This doesn't really matter. Seems like it's gonna be a hassle. It's not a big deal. If I get states, if I don't get states, none of it really matters. And my justification for taking... Let's hold these guys in there. For taking Iran is in. So I gotta hurry up and finish this. You guys are going and doing that. Alright, trucks. I need you guys to come down here and help finish off Basra. Because they have a lot of troops. In fact, like all of you. Just converge on Basra. Hold everything, converge. Field Hospital 3, excellent. Alright, what else do I need? Those are fine, those are fine. I probably need to still focus on the ships. Submarine 3, there we go. I'm actually trying to get a border on the British Raj, because they're pushing back Japan over here. So the quickest way to do that is just go through the Middle East. That is my plan. We'll see how well it works, if at all. Alright, planes. How are the planes doing? And they have nothing in there now. 1,000 planes in there. I have a ton of aircraft here doing stuff. How am I doing on fighters? I'm actually very low on fighters. And they keep trying this invasion. It keeps failing. I mean, if you guys just want to waste your troops on my line, by all means. That being said, these guys are not dying the way they should. Alright, let me halt. Everyone halt. Alright, yes, let them attack me, waste their organization. You guys can gain yours back. And then we will counterattack. Like right now. I think we'll get them into multiple combats. There's only 2 there. That actually worked. Alright, let's get you guys across here. And then we'll get you to attack. Because I don't want you getting a river penalty bonus. Or a river penalty. Alright, more shipyards. What can I do with 1 shipyard? Not a whole lot. Got some cruisers, destroyers. Alright, there we go. Now we should crush this British invasion here. Excellent. Melt. Excellent. Alright, now I can finally throw you guys on the Iranian border. Something like that. I'm going to adjust your border though. So I don't care if you go up there. I just want you here. Your orders. Something like that. Yeah, it's fine. Something along those lines. Prepare for that. Okay, when does this expire? Oh, I got plenty of time. Till February. Hey, what did I learn? I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to get better naval invasions. Yes, quicker. I can add more. So I need to start preparing the next group of invasions. Alright, so what do I have? Do I even have troops training? I do, and they're almost done. So I'm going to use those 16 to be my next naval invasion force. Possibly with those trucks. I'll just take them all over. Okay, how is this doing? You're just still getting in position. Alright, you guys can do that though. Strategically redeploy. You gotta do this quick. I only have until February before that war declaration wears off. So must move quicker. I'm still kind of keeping planes in there. That's good. Don't have a whole lot of political power, but it's working. America, how you doing with your fascism? Very poor. That's alright, I guess. They have a lot of units here. Oh, hello, Germany. Nice of you to show up. What are you guys doing? Why are you taking so long? I mean, I guess it's fine. We got a little bit of time. I do have some people getting a prepared bonus, so that's fine. Alright, my navy is building. Got a lot of destroyers being made. One a month. Cruisers, I could use some more oil. Who wants to give me oil? Venezuela, you do not have a lot. It's going to have to be America, actually. Give me a little bit of oil. I need to get some more cruisers in this navy. And then some bigger ships. Spotter, fly swatter. I don't even know what that is. As much as I want to blockade the UK, I do not have enough subs or ships to even attempt something like that. Being said, I do have 50 submarines in there. That is pretty good. Alright, so what I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these guys. I'm gonna set them on convoy rating here and here, just to get a little bit of experience. And maybe I can knock out a few more ships. Do I even have planes in there? I do not. But I think I do now. There we are. I don't like that. They have 1,000 planes in there. Alright, I was able to get a destroyer. Okay. I was thinking as though they have 1,000 planes in there. How about we go and rebuild? That is exactly why I moved you guys out. Because they have that huge fleet in there. Okay, you're my defense. You're my home front. You're going to be my invasion army. You're almost set, so let's go ahead and declare war. Yes, Iran will join the Allies. I understand that. All that is fine. And they are saying they are inferior, so let's go ahead with the plan. Northern France again. God, I'll show you. You keep trying that, and you keep failing. Trying another invasion there, right where I am strong. I mean, go ahead, keep throwing your troops' lives away. I don't mind. Alright, and we're just rolling through their city now. My trucks really got to a really fast start. So yeah, you guys just keep doing what you're doing. I approve. And this guy's getting a lot of experience. Trickster, Engineer, Desert Fox, Hill Fighter, Urban Assault Specialist. I approve. The more stats he can get, the better. Alright, that's working. How about we go ahead and take the city over here? It's just sitting there right for the taking. Really could use some air support, but I think it'll be alright. Try it again. Alright. Division training. How are you doing? Trucks are almost done. And the troops deployed. Okay. So the guys in their own army. Move you to the Frenchy front. Do I have a commander? We'll give you him. What else was there? Who's this 5? Oh, that's the field marshal. Okay. Yeah, we'll give you him. And we'll get you to a port. And maybe I'll trying to take Dover. Yeah, we'll launch from here. I think we're going to give that a try. I don't think there's anything really going through there, but I don't think there's enough ships to really patrol that area yet. But it'll be fine. Now you have a ton of ships. How about you use them, Italy? There are a ton of ships out there. Alright, they're starting to push me in the south a little bit. How about we push in through there? You push in through there. That's a river there. Ah, this is all mine. Okay. Get you there. You can hold them there. Heavy cruiser. Excellent. Alright. What do we got? Where do I want to go next? I guess it'll be light cruiser. Yeah, I was upset by that. I took all of Iraq and then Italy gets it. That upset me a great deal. Alright, I don't think I can do cruiser effort. Yes, please. Alright, and then I did get heavy cruisers, so I think I will start trying to train some of those. Just so we can get some muscle in this fleet. We'll do that. We'll move it up to there. Excellent. And then we'll put you into the main fleet. Right? Is that the right one? Who are these guys then? Alright, you're fleet 1. Okay. What's going on here? Oop, go away. Ah, convoys. 16. That's an army of some type. Hopefully we can sink all of them. Alright, Iran is falling quickly. As it should be. We'll take what they can give me. Alright, you halt there. Go there. And then we'll try to push them back there. Alright, then I do have trucks ready to be put out. Alright, the next sub. Excellent. Alright, we'll put you guys there. Yay. Okay. Deploy. I will take one. Add you to there. And we'll put you in the battle plan. So you can start getting over there. The other trucks can stay there for now. Right. What else can I get? Let's go Next level naval bombers. I think that would help greatly in what I am attempting to do. More factories. I don't know what else I'd need. I'm slowly growing my fighters. That's fine. Upgrading the artillery and the weapons. Whoa, where did that fleet come from? Okay. That it will be. And I'm just going to try to get as much as I can. Luckily, the Soviet Union already fell. And I was able to get a lot of resources out of that. I don't care about borders, I just wanted the resources. Right, they are attempting to fight back. You guys have to know that you will fail. Let's see, where can I cut them off at? That being said, they are trying to push back quite a bit. And I am stretched thin along this line. Very thin. I do not know why they're trying to flank like that, but okay. If it'll work, I don't mind. Get you going in there, that's fine. I think I just lost a bunch of manpower in this attack. Not really. I think a lot of it has to do with training. Alright. There's a bunch of fleets. I think I'm going to be losing a lot of subs here. Because that is what I was worried about, was them starting to bring their ships out to try to counteract my subs. I think that's exactly what happened. That being said, I'm getting a lot of them. Right, if we can do more damage to this fleet, I will be happy. Yeah, get those heavy cruisers. Wow, they brought 7 heavy cruisers out. They wanted my subs dead. Right, that being said, I just sunk 11 destroyers and a heavy cruiser. I think I am making out better in this. Right, but I lost 25 of my subs. 28, 30, yeah, I'm starting to lose them now. Dang. It's those light cruisers. It has to be those light cruisers. I mean, I am overmatched in this. Wow, did they just bring a lot of reinforcements, guys. I think it's time to retreat. Wow, okay. Go fix up here. Ouch. And actually, I want you guys to go here. Or there, wherever. Just go fix somewhere. And I'm losing a lot of ships on the way back home. So that is never fun. Yeah, I think I'm about to lose my sub-fleet because they got caught out. Which tells me I should probably bring my main fleet home. And I have some free civilian factories. Let's see what I can get. Build a couple of these. Be one of these. More shipyards somewhere. Right here. Gonna need a lot more shipyards for those heavy cruisers. Because boy, do I need a navy. And I need one bad. Alright, how about we hold these guys in place so that they're not going to get free stuff. I mean, let's take what we can get, guys. I mean, It's not that hard. Right, that being said, I think they just put out a lot of troops. Alright, I want you to come here. You are going there. Okay, I approve. I need that better landing craft. 90 days. Ouch. Right. Get you fixed there. Fire at will. Man, did I lose a lot of subs in that engagement. A lot of subs. At least I'm still producing them at 1 a month. Light cruisers 5 a year, heavy cruisers 1 a year. They have no more planes out there. And I'm finally getting my planes back up there. So do I have a stockpile now? I am starting to build a stockpile. That is good. Man, my fleets are taking heavy losses. Every time I try to do something, just lose. Alright, let's not attack across the river. Let's get you over there. Try to cut that guy off. You're attacking across the river, aren't you? You are, and into mountains. Let's stop that foolishness. Can we take there? No. Halt. Yeah, but at the very least, we are going to have that border with the British Raj, so I can start hitting the main contributor in the Pacific, and then hopefully they can start focusing on Britain. So that is going to be problematic. Naval Bomber 2, excellent. So let's go ahead and start upgrading those right away. Being said, I think I will make a variant. Since I have so much experience, I might as well use it. There we go. Naval Bomber Mark II, excellent. Alright, I'm happy about that. What else can I get? I could go Naval Bomber 3. Could get Heavy Fighter. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Heavy Fighter 2, because I think in a little bit I'm going to upgrade one of my lines to start producing some heavy fighters. And I think I'll have an easier time trying to get air superiority. Alright, where can I cut these guys off at? Because this front all but stalled. That being said, it's looking good up there. They're trying to retreat there. I just have trucks there. Yeah, this line is small. But I am pushing this way. Alright, how has no one taken that yet? There we go. Got him surrounded on all sides. Little extra bonus. Excellent. Yeah, I think there's just too big of a line for me right now. I gotta cut this down. How do they have that many divisions? How do they have 76 to 110 units? How is that possible? Maybe that's why I'm having so much trouble here. Alright. You guys, new plan. Just want you guys to take Tehran. You guys get organized for that. Right, can I push anywhere? You look like you might be able to. Let's keep him from reinforcing. Recon Company 3, excellent. What else can I get? It's only 1943. Anything down here? I want to save that, I think. Here we go. More factory production. Let's see. What conscription laws do they have? They took all adults serve, so I guess that does make sense of why they all of a sudden pushed out a bunch of troops. Oh yeah, my trucks are small, aren't they? I think they're just quick units, they're not really powerful units. I might have to fix that in the future. That's why my trucks don't have much punching power. Okay, let's get you to help up there. You have so much attrition, I'm gonna have to let you rest a little bit. Alright, what can I do in the north here? Got 3 units here. Let me take one, go there and there. We'll try to punch through that, cut off a couple units. Yeah, they took all adults there, so I think they definitely picked up their manpower laws, which is fine. Just more people to kill. Alright, I think we are inching ever so closer to Tehran. Alright, let's go ahead and try to get in there, cut him off. Excellent. Ships, how are you doing? Alright, you're up to 11. That's good. I'm gonna need a lot more punching power before I have a chance of taking on that British Navy. And so far, air support has done nothing. Nuclear reactors, excellent. Let's start building a whole mess of those. Because if I can't take Britain, I'm just gonna nuke it into submission. And now here's the question. Do I want it to finish all of these first? Alright, we can move that down. We can move that down. That can go down. That down. And that down. I think we'll stick here. Let them finish the rest of the things they're building. Because it's still going to be some time before nukes. So I have time for those reactors. That being said, I think it is time. So that tells me I need to pump up the nuclear production. Just like that. I think that'll work. Is there any other laws I can get here? That would be a no. So that's fine. Okay, what's going on over here? I kind of neglected this battle. Alright, well, if they're just going to let you move through, how about we cut off some units? Alright, you guys, you gotta go help. Let's hold them there. Maybe we could get a little bit of a push. Right, excellent. I got that guy surrounded. We'll keep him surrounded. And they cut off that part, so I'll actually move there. I'll get there in one day. You will not move anymore, so I'll still hopefully get us around on these 2 units. Alright, they got reinforcements. You can stop. So they want to attack me, huh? There we go. That'll help a little bit. Excellent. They're starting to push out. I'm just being attacked now. Let's get them in multiple combats here. You're attacking. All right, we'll just move that truck in. We'll let him melt. Maybe we'll melt him. All right. Tehran has fallen. Excellent. All right. Iran, how much longer to capitulation? What else do I have to get from you? Quite a bit. Probably another victory point or two out there somewhere. In fact, there's one right here. And if you're going to move out of it, I'm just going to let you. Alright, you want to move in, so I got to attack you, keep you in place. When's that guy going to get out? 9 hours. 9 hours, then I move in. Come on. There we go. I'll move in and take that. Alright, that was cruiser. I'll go capital ship. Maybe I'll get a better battleship. Okay, how long are you gonna take? Ouch, 9 days. And he's in there right away. Okay. Well then. Where else do they have cities? Alright, let's go ahead and try to crush them. Alright, how's everything looking over here? They haven't tried to attack me in France for a while. So that was nice of them. I do have these trucks. Guess I'll merge them up here. Alright, how many more days to that naval invasion? 45. Ouch. I do want to bring all 17 of those troops over. What do they have over here? More than I have. But Germany's bringing the heavy tanks. 2 heavy tanks, 2 light tanks, 2 motorized. That's actually a pretty decent unit. How about you use it more, Germany? That being said, I do have the potential to cut some units off here. That being said, that is a victory point, so let's go ahead and try to surround that. So all I need is like 1 or 2 more victory points, and then I'm pretty sure Iran will fall. And let's get you over here so you don't have to attack across that river. I wish I could have intel on these units. That would be nice. Alright, let's go ahead and start this attack again. What do they have here? I am attacking across the river from there. Okay, maybe it's from this side I don't have the river. Is that indeed the case? It is, so I gotta attack from that side. Yeah, we'll do something like that. And something like that. Alright, we almost got that victory point. It looks like we could get a few more victory points up here. Tehran is firmly in our possession. Then I just got this little guys here. Let's go ahead and crush them. Excellent. That should free up more troops. Alright, Navy, how you doing? Up to 14 ships, 3 light cruisers, 11 destroyers. Subfleet, starting to rebuild. Oh yeah, didn't I get subs 3? What am I doing here? There we go. Submarine 3. Need a lot of rubber. Too bad no one will trade me for it. Nope, no one has possession of any rubber. Although this island has a whole mess of it. 116 there. Yep, 116. So I'm going to take that out. That will give me the rubber I need. That being said, look at that invasion from Japan. That is nice. I approve of that. Alright, Iran. When are you going to surrender? Maybe I just need to take a few more providences. Alright, let's surround that city. Something like that. Keep it from getting reinforcements. What happened to all their troops? Right, they did lose a bunch, so that is always nice. Alright. Where's my truck? Let's go there and there. Get some more land. And I just noticed you guys don't have any battle orders. Let's go ahead and fix that. This way I can stop manualing you. And just do whatever plan that is. Any parts of the country you can get, just nab them up. And again, Italy has taken most of this country. I'm upset by that, Italy. Upset. 26 days for better landing craft, and then I can start planning my naval invasion of Britain. And I think this time I'm going to do it in Dover. And I'm just going to land straight on the port with all my troops possible. I'm going to throw everything I can into the channel to support that invasion. And I'm just going to hope it works. Alright, they have effectively been cut off, and I think they're about to leave the city. Which, if that is indeed the case, I will be happy. Because then I think they surrender. Yep, there they go. Alright, I have to be the one to take that city. Sorry, Italy. I have to beat you to it. Alright. Britain. The bane of my existence. Right now you have nothing in the channel, though. How many ships do you have in places? 2 ships there. You have no ships there, surprisingly. No ships there. 2 ships there. None there. Iran capitulated. Excellent. So that means I can finally move these troops. Oh, on that border. That's exactly where I wanted them. Let me go ahead and reset that just to make sure everyone is indeed assigned to that. And then your first order of business, I want you to expand to this river. That's all I want you to do first. And I do give you permission to strategically deploy there. I mean, if you guys aren't going to strategically deploy, I'm going to be upset. Alright, how many guys did I lose in this fight? Not terrible. Britain. You almost lost 1 million troops already. That actually makes me happy. The more troops you can lose, the better. What's your manpower loss? You are on service by requirement. What did I take? Limited conscription. I'm actually very happy about that. I have a lot more manpower at my disposal. Which tells me I should probably train a few more. Another 36 rounds of troops I think would be nice. Let me double check my infantry, see if I can add anything to them. I can add logistics companies, which I will do. Alright, that looks good. Alright, British Raj, I think you are next. If nothing else, I have to bail out my Japanese friends over here. And right now you have nothing on my border. You guys have to hurry this up. And I'm going to set you on aggressive, so once you get there, I'm just going to have you go. So if we could get a few... We just need to get up to that river, and then we have a good defensive line. And then we can see if there's any counterattack. And then we can start hitting them to their weak and go straight to their capital. And hopefully all this mess stays over there. But that is a lot of British troops. So maybe if I can divide their country up. Alright, just go, guys. I don't care about attrition. I don't care about none of that. You guys just need to start executing the battle plan. You need to start putting pressure on the Raj. Alright, 10 days for that landing craft. And then I will attempt the second invasion of Britain. And hopefully it goes better than the first. Navy-wise, I think I'm still lacking, but I am starting to get a lot of planes. Subs are there. Cruisers there. How's my production going? Alright, let's see. I do need more naval factories, and they are being built. Okay. That is actually good. Alright, they're starting to counterattack, but that's fine. My trucks are moving out very quickly, which is what I want them to do. Try to get somewhere quick, and then let them attack me and waste all their manpower. Speaking of manpower, British Raj, what do you have? Extensive conscription. I'm kind of surprised by that. Troop-wise, what do you have? Should I be worried? Not really. You're actually not that strong. I thought you'd be stronger. How do I have all those light tanks? I have not built a single light tank. But that gets me thinking. I have all these trucks. I'm going to add some motorized here. Make them a little bit of a stronger unit. Yeah, I can afford that. I mean, it sucks to do it in the middle of battle, but I think I'm going to need it. Right. Alright, more factories. I don't know what to do with these. Landing craft. Excellent. Alright, so that means... I think I'm going to go down Doctrine again. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Service detection is fine. And then we're going to take these 16 units here. We're going to start planning out your naval invasion. We're going to go from there to there. How long will that take? 48 days, and I have plenty of ships. Alright. And then if I could get that port, I am throwing all of these units in there. So I'm actually going to throw you guys at Cherbourg. Well, we get there quick. So yeah, I'll throw you guys at Cherbourg. And then as soon as I take that port with that 16 units, you guys are in. And then we're pushing. Pushing to try to take Britain down. That is the plan. I have no idea if it's going to work. Alright, you guys keep pushing for that river. I approve. We need to get here and bail these guys out. They are so low. They're very low in organization right now, and I have to get there to bail them out. Must help the allies. Or, not the allies, my allies. Right, and then we'll just keep pushing there, push to that river. And I'm surprised that infantry is keeping up with them. Alright. There are no planes in the English Channel, which I'm actually happy about, because I'm going to throw every single plane I have into that fight. So I got 150 more naval bombers. I'm going to throw those in there. Surprisingly, I have strategic bombers too. I don't know where I get all these planes from. But naval bombers, you're in. That's fine. Just give me 151. It's whatever. So I could adjust it here. There we go. And then how many fighters do I have? 700. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. New line. I think my good fighters were up here. Yes. Get that to 400 and then up to 7. And then that should be filled with the rest of the planes. Excellent. Alright, we just gotta let that do its thing. Alright, I'm gonna get every single plane possible. Every single ship I have. I think I'm basically doubling down in that invasion of Britain. Alright, and we were able to help them here. Just gonna adjust that line. There we go. Line has been adjusted. We are pushing toward that river. I don't want you to attack across it, however. Let's not be idiots. I just want you guys to the river, because it makes a very good defensive front. And then we'll find a gap in their line to push across it. And all that will work. Okay, how many days? Alright, you still got 46 days before that invasion can kick off. So it's the British Raj. And hopefully I can get some more supplies here. Alright, well, you found a weak point, so I approve. Let's take the rest of these points. Alright, and actually I think I'm going to start slowing you guys down, so you can stop doing foolish attacks like this one that have no chance of succeeding. And it's not even in order to take that, so I don't know why you're trying that. Alright, there we are. You guys are moving to conquer some more. Excellent. How's my supply over here? It's actually really good. Alright. Invasion. I think I'm going to change the color of you guys to blue just so I can see you better. Still a heck of a lot of days. Now it's telling me there's an inferior enemy out there. I'll see it when I'll believe it when I see it. And we're starting to get a halfway formidable fleet out here. And it's good that some of these units do have some experience. They're not all green. That would help greatly in battle. Alright, British Raj. Your days are numbered. Numbered, I say. And you are losing troops. Like whole divisions at a time. So I don't know if you just gave them all to England, because they have a big spot right there. So that might be troops you gave them. I'm not sure how the count works. Alright, I want you to take these 3 spots. The truck is fine right there. Let's get you to the front line though. Right along that river. And excellent. I did get a little bit of a beachhead across here. Let's go ahead and take one more spot. Capital ship effort. Excellent. And I want to say that's the end of Special Forces. Could always use Special Forces. Alright, we're almost to that river. They tried to cross it, which gives me better defense. What is this? The United States is justifying against us. Oh, really, United States? After all I've done for you, after all the trade business I've given you, you want to justify against me? Well, that just proves it. I'm going to have to fascist coup you. That's all there is to it. It's going to be very hard, and it is building. Or, it's not building. I got the fascism support growing so that when I do coup you, you will be destroyed. Alright, that's going slowly. Let's not allow you to cross there. And actually, that's a better position. I'm between two rivers. I think I like that spot better. That's a Navy battle. I think that Japanese battle cruiser is going to be decimated. So I'm not even going to watch that. Alright, I do not... I kind of do have low manpower, come to think of it. Well, that sucks. Might be high time to think about another conscription law. How do you have the... Oh, I got the decryption advantage. Okay. I was about to say. Let's attack you, put you in multiple battles, so that I can try to bail that guy out. So I think he got caught out a little bit. That being said, they do not have a lot of troops on this border. I mean, yes, they do have troops. Yes, they are strong in a few places. But that's like really all they have. Right, and now I'm actually defending well. 3 of their units do have a river crossing penalty, which is excellent. Okay. And then I could have... Let's go ahead and do this one. The ahead of time penalty is cut short, so it's 50 days to get a better heavy cruiser. And then I have better light cruisers. Let's go ahead and upgrade those. And I need a lot more oil. Who wants to give me oil? Venezuela doesn't. United States is about to enter the war, I think. So I'm going to take what I can from Venezuela. Alright. Well, guys, I think this is going to be an excellent place to put in a pause. If you like what you watch, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, don't forget to check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Stay up to date with all the latest news. And also head on over to Patreon and support all my crazy projects over there. So I am Yed4455. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.